Chapter 1, To Survive Deadly Life.
Danganronpa.
Shit. Yeah, Sayaka died. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before.
Ah!
You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Sayaka died. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Fuck me. Not my assistant. Ah! Oh, pardon me. My stomach wasn't happy either, apparently. Oh my god. I don't like that the blood was pink, though. It makes it hard to tell where exactly the wound is. I just saw blood splattered on her. I'm taking this better than I thought I would. I didn't think Sayaka would be the first death. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka's completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go up there? Well, what good is gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why the hell are we all hanging out in the tent like at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone. It looks like the stab marks in her chest. There's a whole ass knife right in her stomach. I didn't even see. I thought that was like a ripped uniform. Whoops. Calm down. None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Mona, come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price that Sayaka had to pay. But...
so...
Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to find him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the fair times one rule. And who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us had killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove that gets shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when it all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong!
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It's amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with stuffed animal here. One of us really did kill her. That person gets to graduate from school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey!
You're super
Come
naive.
on
Devilishly
now.
naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing is just begun. The real thing?
Now then!
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened will graduate unless they are found out by other students. That is what you were talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Oh, we're gonna go to court. Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life.
But if we guess the wrong person, we all die.
However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Oh, I wonder if that's gonna
Which,
happen.
of course,
That'd be
means
cool.
your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Okay.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rules in this I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep that in mind. Any rules do not applicable to the regulations. Wait, hold on a second.
How are you talking
Freaking
about?
insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
How are you
What?
talking about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be a part of this.
I
Don't be so
don't!
selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now? Are
I'm
you?
appreciating that they don't have the candy shots shown. It's respectable.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation!
Oh, are they gonna kill Junko?
I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Oh, shoot. Okay, I think Junko's dead. Oh, that's one way to go. Oh, shit. Oh, wow, now there's 2 deaths in one day.
Wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
me.
As you used violence against Monokuma, you touched him with your foot. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. Holy shit.
No way!
Oh, what the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Holy shit. Now, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a prophet. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you needed to be taught a lesson after all. Oh, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Ah, 2 girls in one fucking day. Oh, look at her just laying there. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen a moment of someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what we just seen. Junko, who, until just a second ago, had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. Aw, I should have hung out with her when I had the chance. But, in simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right.
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of an entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventful end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Why? Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time on this? Waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. It's a little file with all the information I gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it the Monokuma File. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts on this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comfortable.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice to give your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. We didn't know who either, right? If we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now is no time to wallow in your depression. If it were, the worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result of having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Well, in other words, cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who would you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
what the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can adapt will die? Death is the only thing really for those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's just happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell I'm letting someone kill me. Right, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone keeps repeating that sentence. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this, no matter how much we don't want to. We have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any other choice. I have to do this. Alright, who do we talk to first? I'm gonna look at Junko, first of all. She's pretty dead. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check her pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but honey, all the blood is on her, not in her. I don't think there's gonna be a pulse. It's also, again, very bright pink. I'm not quite sure why, but it's a very nice aesthetic. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, that's what I said. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. And I don't think she'd want to be surviving. She'd be in unbelievable pain. Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead, and that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me
Hell
out
no!
of here!
Somebody save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Alright. Oh, everyone's here. Alright, Hifumi. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Oh, he's trying to deal with it. Hey, Toko, hiding behind Hifumi. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Chihiro?
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear!
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Oh.
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's room. Makoto's dorm.
Ah!
She's right! Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned on me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For what? Just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What
Did
the
you expect
heck?
us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look on everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
Are you
So
serious?
we're really gonna try and find out who did it. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. I'm talking to everyone first. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? It's so stupid. Alright, I guess Kyoko? Yeah, Kyoko.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene, but what if Mondo did it and he tampers with it? We should probably send 2 people. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. Thank you, Byakuya?
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
Ugh.
Well, fuck you!
So then,
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. I trust Sakura. I don't know why, she just seems very honest. 2-player co-op based defense with 2 of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
but...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
So then...
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues and form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So...
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually...
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for luck. For good luck. And with that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to that scene of the crime.
mm,
Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that
You're
evidence,
fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway...
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is...
It
very...
was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? No.
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I'll black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, guess I better get going too. Well, wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is... execution. Execution!
Fun.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Oh, well, they're still here, so not everyone is gone. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Cool. Can I look at her again? Oh. Gently place my hand on the lifeless body. Oh, this is all the same. Okay. Oh, what? This is what? Say that again. That's it. The Monder Monokuma shows up on. There's gotta be a clue here. Or not. I better get back to the investigation. No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Here doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh. Chihiro's with her, but I get it. Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is it and what for? Alright, guess I'll exit this room. So I'm investigating now. Inside the display case of trophies. Not there. Where do I go? Oh, no, that's the wrong way. I have to press circle. Okay. Yes. We're in here again. Alright. Yes. Alright. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Oh, okay, quite a bit. Alright, so my room key. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly.
Ah, that's right. We have to trade keys.
When we switch rooms, we switch keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. With how scared she was? Yeah, no way.
The same goes for you, Sayaka.
No, the same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open Wise. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So these are clues I'm going to have to use in the trial I'm taking. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does it mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off in parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Someone might have yellow stuff on their hands. Alright. That's not what I clicked, but okay. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. So I can see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. Can I not check the garbage can? Is the display stand the sword was on? Nothing worth note.
Sakura, do you think I'm guilty
Hey.
too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether you not did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Oh, I didn't even know it's Kyoko in here.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
Dirty bastard! Anyone who
Shit.
raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So
dead.
if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Alright, buddy. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. Like, sword? What the hell happened here? They look like sword slices. But I don't see any gold on it, so maybe not. Surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been using them to keep an eye on everything that's happened here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. Oh, did I look at the hilt yet? Yeah, this is the Replica Sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out. It's just the sheath, not the hilt. The hilt is the part that goes by the handle. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged, unless they used it as a shield. Probably don't need to hold that while you're fighting, so the killer probably dropped that, and then maybe Sayaka used it as friggin' a shield, and that's what happened. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? I just explained it. Replica Sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook, whatever. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Really? Damn it, I was right in the other room. If only I'd heard something, but they're soundproof.
wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you can know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Oh, that's the door that I was seeing. Okay. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
You're poking the floor.
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of
Did
my
you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she was doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight
Listen.
and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. The lint rollers? You seen what the lint roller cleaned up? What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Tell me. Unusual? What do you mean?
So,
I've searched your floor and from one corner to another, and didn't find a single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? So Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullets. So these are all things I'm gonna have to use at some point. Alright, wait, do I have to go in there now? No! Oh, I can check. Okay, well, what am I missing then? Oh, 4? The toolkit is inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god.
what?
We ain't exactly
What?
in the mood to be building the fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it
By the
yesterday.
way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, can I go in the bathroom now? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. Yep. No, I can't let it get to me. We have to investigate, Makoto. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped in the bathroom, and I swear to God, please don't faint. Alright, now we can get a better look at her here. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizzy and nauseousness and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Alright. What's this? This is a shower head. The water from the showers get turned off at nighttime. Alright. Here. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now that's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what had said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been a killing blow. It's obviously a kitchen knife. Or whatever they used to kill her. Where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist, too. So her wrist was hit with the sword. Right there, where her wrist was all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's blood in her index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how come it's only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so what broke her wrist must have happened early on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom. Hey, buddy. Where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay, but I want to look at that. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must be the killing blow. Okay, that's not... I'm trying to look at... Okay. I wanted to see what's written there. I guess I'll look at... Sure. Some sort of sharp object... What the fuck? What is happening? I'm clicking both things and it's saying the same thing. Yes, we've been through this. Okay, I'm gonna go down in this corner right there. Please. Oh my god! Please, let me look at whatever's over here. Oh my god. It says there's two things. Oh my fucking god, what am I missing? I've only looked at the one thing, but there's two. I don't understand what... I don't think he's done, or he would have said something else, like... Why? See? Thank you! Holy fuck. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Oh, that's not... It says Leon. It was Leon, the red hair guy. Which would be why I cleaned up the hair. No! See, you'd think it was the numbers, but you can clearly see the slash between the two ones that's supposed to be an N. And that's why it's on her finger. She's writing the name of her killer down. Did Sayaka do this? Yes! But it's upside down, which I don't know why she would do that. Like... Whatever. I looked. Let me check again. No? Okay, then I'm done. I'm done. Alright,
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 1137. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers make me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting in the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning her hand towards the wall. Right, because if Leon had seen her spelling his name, then he would have gotten rid of it, obviously. If you were to write something like in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? Think about it. It would be upside down. You're not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. My life is on the line, ma'am. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. It says Leon. It's very obviously Leon, upside down. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who to talk to. When it comes to numbers, who are better to ask than the ultimate programmer? There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know of how the door in your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Gets stuck? Yeah, I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. So, Leon didn't know and he had to break it?
Correct.
The door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. I want to finish talking to her about the dying message first.
So then...
Oh, fine. I'll look at the... Well, I hope I didn't miss anything with the word dying message, but... Ooh, what the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. So Leon used his... I'm assuming it's Leon. Like, there's nothing else that series of numbers could be other than Leon's name upside down. So I'm assuming he used his toolkit, and that's probably going to be a clue, because Mondo said none of the guys have opened theirs yet, so Leon's was probably open. Whatever it was, it's obvious it was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me. I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched dorms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense she was really starting to get into all this. Two people have died, Kyoko.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. But what about the dying message? As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly even turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob was added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should go look somewhere else. I should start looking where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, so first thing we're gonna go to the trash room that Mondo mentioned, then I'll talk to Chihiro, and then I'll go watch the video. Oh, hi Becky.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Ugh. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Ooh. Oh, hey, everyone's here. Leon. Oh, see, it looks like blood on his shirt, so that would be... But, no. It's a design.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? What? What about it? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. What? But I just came out of that room, didn't I? What? I'm so confused. Oh, you're right, because she was on the other side. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate says Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? What's the point of... Why would... Who changed them? That's stupid. There's no point unless... Why would you want people to think that you thought it was Sayaka's room, like... Or if it wasn't Sayaka's room... I don't understand. Very strange. Mr. Egyu, what was Miss Samaino-zono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most
I
suspicious.
absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. You really think I'm guilty? Alright, trash room, on my way. I haven't been in here yet. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a lock here. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. I got a coin. Nice. And then over there, incinerator. There's 38 here. No way to pass.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate
No,
open?
no, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's on
No,
cleaning duty?
you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and
No,
ask the others.
you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, there's a button. It looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Oh, it gives me a coin is what it does. And then a monitor. You ever even hear this damn monitor? What is this? Another door. Or is that the exit? That's where it came from, probably. Whoever's behind this must be using these cameras to observe our investigation to force us into a situation like this. What the hell do they want from us? Leave the area? Well, unless there's more to look at. Well, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave. Alright, talk to Chihiro and then look at the video. Okay. Anything to look at? It's a fish tank. There's a bunch of little fish swimming around inside. I can't imagine how this could have had anything to do with the case. It gave me a coin though, so it's what we're dealing with. Nothing to look at when I turn. Okay. Can I go in the girls' washroom? This is the girls' washroom. Obviously, I can't go in. It's an investigation. What if something was in the girls' washroom during the investigation? Can I go in there or my room? Oh, I wouldn't have to. That kind of didn't happen in there. Alright, where's Chihiro? Oh. Something's happening in there. Oh, that's where the bodies are. Exclamation point means body. Got it. No, because that's what the trash room is. So. And there's no body in the trash room. So I guess I'll go check out the dining area. Right, I thought it was the gym. So, what's going on in here? Why is there an exclamation point, Ayo? Owie. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm just taking a break, actually. I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Were you? Is that going to be relevant? Anyone in here? No. Ah, this is where they got the knife. Leon. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big and small, but looks like one of them is missing. The one that used to stab Sayaka. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I better see if everyone else here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Anything else, or is it just a knife? I'm pretty sure that there's nothing in the kitchen other than a knife that I would need. Salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. Alright. So that must have been where the clue was, so it tells me on the exclamation points means there's a clue there. Okay. Ishimaru's there. Celeste is there. Is that Chihiro in here then? No? Where's Chihiro? Oh, so yeah. Okay, well, I'll go talk to Chihiro. was that not? Yeah, shoot. No, I'm in the right area. Cool. Maybe I can look at the video before I talk to Chihiro then. Wait, someone was in the classroom. I think it was Celeste or Toko. It was Toko. Toko, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? Cleaning duty?
What's your problem?
Like I'd know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that. Taka. Help me out. Who is Taka? Finding clues is more important than the monitor. Alright. There's the room. The Avery room. Let's go look at the video in here. Everything's still the same in here. There's nothing inside. Everyone's taken their videos. It's a DVD player. Okay. How do I make myself watch it? I can't waste time worrying about the monitors. Forget it. I don't. Who cares about surveillance cameras? I don't. I just want to. Wait. I'm confused. You want me to see the cassette, but where is it? It's a DVD player. Oh, we need the cassette? No, it was... Okay, fine. I guess we'll go talk to Chihiro first. Ishimaru. Oh, Taka. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong!
Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty.
Count on it!
Indeed, but we swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And then when the time comes, I'll be counting on you. Cool. Can I get anything from the shop? Maybe I'll wait until I have 10. Then I can do the 10 thing, right? I think. Or is it just one at a time? Alright, fine. Try to get the repeat percentage. I got an item. It's a pink bag.
It's the hair clip of a kitty cat.
It's a ring. A gun made of gold. That look like slippers. Huh. Cool. Yeah, you should. Let's leave the area. So we'll talk to Chihiro, and then we'll talk to Hifumi. Getting all turned around. What is this room? Is it just the infirmary? Door won't budge. It's locked. I don't like it. Oh, this is the bathroom I was in the first time. That's why I didn't recognize the fish tank. Okie dokie. What the heck do we have to do to get up there? Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Also, Leon upside down. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something?
Sorry, no.
Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. No, I'm pretty sure it's just Leon upside down. Alright, let's go talk to Hifumi, I guess. She's running marathons around school. No one's in there, right? Oh, someone is in there. Oh, that's where Celeste is. Hi, Celeste. Hey, Celeste, do you know anything about this cleaning duty stuff? Cleaning duty? What is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka, or someone else. Anyone but me, really. I didn't want to ask about cleaning duty, I just want to know what your opinion on the situation was. But okay, I'll go talk to Hifumi. Obviously, that's what I need to do. So many doors I can't go in. Alright, Hifumi's over here. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open up the front gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course. It's my job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going onto all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw all things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student when it becomes black will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and nothing would become boring. And then things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important
Hey,
than
you
that.
bastard.
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it,
You want
like...
to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What
to
are
think
you
about
talking
this
about?
in a
All my
common
love is for
sense kind
Tootie.
of way.
Man after my own heart.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of Tootie and turn to...
I would never get tired of Tootie. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D to 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is shower and love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, then there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash up to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on to another topic. Hifumi, since you're on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask of you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from the past trauma, or save my village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Wow. When I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, just please hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
Surely you are planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along.
No! I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world?
Whatever, let's just try to hurry up and keep looking. Alright. That's the incinerator, I'm assuming. This is the incinerator. It's way into the back part of the trash room. Way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. Very strange. I'm certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a
Perhaps
fairy?
it was the work of a fairy. Ifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
The fairy? No, you just said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I found one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate...
Most suspicious.
It should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet...
So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Oh, I see this.
There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love?
Okay. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there's lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your book. There are shreds of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you distinguished.
No, those are golden and have stars on them. This is blue and made of glass.
And kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future.
It's a crystal ball. But Hito, I'm pretty sure I've seen like the picture in the opening cutscene. It had Hito looking into a freaking crystal ball.
Just like that, the Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'll find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added to truth bullet section of your handbook, so now I gotta go talk to Hito. This whole thing is quite strange indeed.
When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What's
Leon,
that all mean, Mr. Naggy? Will you
roll.
be confessing soon? I mean,
That's it.
everyone
I'm
already
sure
knows
of
you
it.
did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. The green button turns it on, the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. Is that it? I wanna look at this. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Oh, but I got a coin, so that's nice. Alright, I guess I can talk to Hifumi now.
Mr. Naggy, you look a little down. Huh? Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. You think I'm guilty?
Come on,
I've got all
come
kinds
on.
of stuff that might help cheer you up.
Okie dokie. Alright, well, I'm gonna go talk to, Hiro. Not Chihiro, but they are in the same room as Hiro. Still don't know how to look at the video that Sayaka had, though. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Oh, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that serious or all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from the fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? Pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world, but it's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Okay. I don't really know what to do now. I can try to look at the video again, I guess. I don't... Oh, that's the store. Okay. Maybe check out the laundry room. Oh, that's the wrong room. That's not the AV room. Sorry, Celeste. This way. This is the AV room. Wait, can we try now? But I can't put the DVD in the DVD player, and it's making me very upset. Like, I don't understand. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Alright, I guess I'll look for the laundry room. Whatever that may be. Yeah. Do I go back to Sayaka's room? I'm not sure what I have to do. I don't even know, like, where's the laundry room? Oh, the laundry room. I remember. I went there before, and there were some machines in here. Alright, where are the clues? Okay, I see no clues. The magazine's no help. Vending machine. Still there. The washing machine. Nothing to do with the case. Well, it said that... I'm confused then. What do I do now? Well, if there's nothing in here, like, what am I looking for? I think I'm out of clues. Do I look for Kyoko? Do I go back to my room? What do I... Oh, right, this is Sayaka's room. Oh, no, this is... Right, Sayaka's room, because they switched the nameplates. Whoops. This is where I slept. Oh, the DVD. Now I have it. Now I can go look at... Oh, I didn't mean to. I can go watch it. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Now we can go watch it. I thought he had already picked it up. I didn't realize he didn't. Alright. Back to the AV room. Let's watch this DVD. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Well, it showed our house all destroyed, so it's probably showing her family too, right? I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Oh, it's her on TV. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage in front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been so important to her. Oh, I see. They're all gonna be dead, aren't they? She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
What? Suddenly the screen went dark. Is it going to be all destroyed like my house? And the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, it actually has their bodies. See, it didn't show Makoto's family's bodies. It just showed his house completely destroyed. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But when I noticed even more than that, was the figures of the other girls who had simply collapsed.
This
they don't look dead.
ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
They might be dead, but that girl on the left front looks like her. Like, yeah, they all look like their eyebrows are like, they're feeling something. They're not dead.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
They don't look dead to me.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to.
Did they kill them?
So
I'm so
here's
confused.
the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
What? Find out at graduation? Yep, look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone on the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh, what? There's more to do now? I don't... I've been everywhere I feel like I can go. Unless I could go back to the gym, but... Did I miss something? One second, the doc wants in. He does not want to make up his mind. Come on, buddy. You want in or no? Oh, I open the door and he turns around. I'm not going with you. You've already been OUT, so that's not what you want. Get comfy. Relax. I told you, if you want to be in here, you gotta relax. You can be awake in the living room. But right now, I'm playing a game. And I'm stuck because I don't know where the rest of the clues I need to find are. I think I've done a pretty good job, but apparently I have not. Maybe if I look in here? No, won't budge, must be locked. Fine. Come on, bud. That's garbage. Did I miss something in here? No, because the sword wasn't... There and there. Let's try the dining hall with Owie again. No, I can't go there. It has to be one of the squares. Alright, I don't know. 1 second. Dozer! I don't know where your toys are, Bubba. I'm sorry, but you can't play with garbage. I'm sorry. No, please let me play the game. I only have like an hour and a half until I have to go to the sleep clinic. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Is it about the numbers? Yeah. I spoke to Hiro. Laundry room. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. So what, do I talk to everyone else? bath yet. I was like, I can't get in there. Well, that's stupid. Said Leon's in this area, but I don't see him. And they said the laundry room, but I didn't find anything in here, so I feel like whatever I'm looking for should be in here. But I have no idea what it would be. A washing machine has nothing to do with the case. A washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. It's a washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. It's a washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. It's a washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. Alright. It's one of the monitors. Don't want to think about when we have to see his face again. I looked at this. Is this relevant now? Swimsuit hanging out to dry with nothing to do with what's going on. I don't know. What do you want from me, game? I see nothing of relevance. The vending machine's still there. Doesn't have any way of helping solve the case either. The area, I guess.
Very
So
strange.
why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't try to hide the suspicion on his face. Alright. So even with what you say, the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that's nothing new.
Seems
The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Yeah. What, do I have to look at her nameplate too? Because I only looked at mine? Oh, hers, mine, whatever. No? I'm going in the room. Okay. Oh. No, this is her room. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Sayaka. No. Nothing here. Oh, well, there's a coin. That's cool. That's for sewing kit in the organ maps. No useful clues. Of course not. Why would there be? What's that, though? No, I don't want to leave the area. I see something over here. Oh, never mind. It was the door. Is there anything else in the trash can? I need to borrow this DVD. Yeah, I did. I looked at it. It was a great movie. I loved it. Okay, I'll leave the area. Alright. I can't look for clues in the hallway. No. Anything new? Look at her body again now that I have more clues. No. It's all the same. I looked at this so much. Yep. Yep, that's there. Alright. Oh. Now it's letting it do that. That's lovely. Okay, but nothing really else. Ugh. I don't understand. Oh. The display stand the sword on. Okay. Oh, I didn't look at these. There are scratches and gouges on my walls in bed. The evidence of a struggle. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room.
Well.
Alright, well... Game, what are you trying to do to me? Maybe back in the laundry room. Or not the laundry room, the trash room. Can I look in the laundry room? As I place my hand on the end door, I notice a human-shaped blur coming tearing out of the depths of the hallway.
Hey, you bastard!
Hold up, hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh?
I mean, seriously?
How does my room have anything to do with the investigation? Oh, you're so guilty, man. Well, I suppose that's a natural reaction to someone trying to get in your room without permission. Well, if anyone else does it... This is Hero's room. I don't think there's anything here that'll help. See? Well... Should I get permission then?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. Okay, that's all the same. Yeah. Okay. I don't... Alright. What? I've talked to everyone. Oh, I didn't talk to Aoi after I found the knife, I don't think. Maybe she can tell me if someone took the knife last night. Maybe she saw Leon. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? There we go. This is where it was stuck.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last night I remember. They were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right here in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Oh, ding dong ding dong. Hello, Monica.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Fine, let's do it.
It's time for the long-awaited
Trial?
class trial!
Yeah, you mentioned a trial.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
That's it. That's what it's for. It's for trials. That's why it's all fancy and red. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Spooky scary. Oh, it's an elevator. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? Leon. She literally wrote it in her own blood. The one who murdered Sayaka is in the corner over there hiding. He's really one of us? Yeah, it's Leon. I'm almost, like, 100% certain, and then that explains why he covered up his hair, because he's the only one with red hair.
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Fucking terrified.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Sure you will. Oh, I get to talk to them first? Cool. Leon, you're guilty. Admit it.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Sure. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nagi's final curtain call. Listen, I don't need you to be here like that, like be upset that I might die. Well then, the time's finally come. Are you ready? No.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now.
I'm sorry.
Well, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Let's get started. Hey! There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. That was very inspirational, Sakura. I keep getting Sayaka and Sakura mixed up, but now Sayaka is not here, so...
Impossible.
Damn, you really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
What?
So whoever
What?
stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Alright. Should look at the camera in the monitor to look for points. The surveillance camera. I can't waste time on this right now. Not that one. I can't think about the monitor right now. I need to concentrate on what's about to happen. Alright, I guess we're going through the door then. I guess we have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Okay.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, I'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honest. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice and tried to give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each forward step, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Huh. The steel box descended with a heavy clinking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, okay. Everyone find your assigned seat and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up that everyone could see everyone else, which also made it be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Or stood there. There are no chairs. Oh, Sayaka and Juko are dead. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yeah, I'll save. Oh, what am I preparing? The victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. Death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and her right wrist appears to have been fractured. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls in Makoto's room. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of his sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating and was part of the blade. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself, and it shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object, assuming it's the knife that killed Sayaka. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room, and she became frightened. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It remains unopened, and there is no evidence of it ever having been used. All the other male students claim that they haven't used theirs either, but still. Not a single hair was found on the floor of the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used, because he's the only one with bright red hair, so instantly if his hair was in there, they'd know he was there. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured and her wrist was glittery at the injury's location. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean except for the index finger on her left hand, which had some blood on it. So he hit her wrist with the sword or the sheath. I'm not sure which one, and that's what broke her wrist. A series of numbers had been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall, 11037, also Leon upside down. It is assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers and leaned up against the wall as she lay dying. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open due to it not quite fitting in the door frame properly. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially or completely removed. Nameplates on the doors of Sayaka and Makoto's room were apparently switched at some point. The kitchen in the dining hall has a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives had gone missing. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. There was apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash room key. The incinerator can be activated via a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on cleaning duty, and he claims that the last time he saw the incinerator was off. However, when Makoto checked after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff, and it has a noticeable blood stain on it. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently, Yasuhida left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have come along and taken it. Alright. Our presence are important. No, set skills. Steadies my aim a little. What else is there? Increases damage to the opponent when statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. Okay, I'll use that since Sayaka gave it to me. Finish preparations. Alright, class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Okay.
So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
That's how you graduate.
And the
okay.
killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Okay, yeah, Taka, they're gonna do
Don't
that.
be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
That's obviously where they were supposed to stand, but they died before the first trial.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died.
Now we get to see their
Friendship
faces.
penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh, stop it.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh,
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
I had her voice way off.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
How is that relevant?
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Okay.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate on decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-step debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any truth bullets that you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Oh my god, what? Note that if you run out of time, you'll be automatically fail. Oh my god. If you open the options during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well, good luck and have fun. I'm fucking scared. I did not know it would be like this. I thought we were just going to talk about it. Evidence of a struggle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Okay. How do I shoot? Wait, how do I shoot? Okay. Okay.
Know
Signs of a struggle.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
That's true.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I just used it. Huh? Something off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there would be no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot the refute or someone lies, the contradiction, the argument will repeat. With a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in the... I did it too early, I get that. I didn't understand that at first. Debate spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. The truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots, so when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down circle. Well, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
And the murder took
In the
I'm sorry, I did
bathroom,
it too early.
The killer must have taken her by surprise
So
while
I
she
did
was
it
in
here
the bathroom.
instead of the next one.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I just used it. What, I have to shoot the words?
I assert that the one who was
Oh my
murdered...
god.
And the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I just
She
hit the
didn't
words.
even have a chance to resist.
Thank you.
No, that's wrong.
Frick.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
She wouldn't know she wasn't in there.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Sayaka and Leon.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Leon.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The
Okay.
killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Chihiro. That was kind of silly, but
Okay,
you weren't in there.
so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I know what was. It was the knife. Oh, I have to make an argument? Kitchen knife set. Yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You could very much see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Oh, what, we weren't supposed to see the red circle?
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the
Leon.
crime. What more proof do you need?
Also, Toko.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
It is, because you're guilty and you don't want
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down. You can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus energy, and if the gauge enters, what? You can't concentrate. But the focus gouge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Make your argument about Aoi's account. So I just have to wait for her.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next,
I
you're
took it from
gonna
the
say you're
bathroom.
not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Shut up, Toko.
Well,
You're being
what
mean.
if I have a witness?
You're an
What do
author,
you
know
think,
this stuff.
Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared when you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't
go, though.
think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Thank
The
you.
knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl?
Oh.
and more importantly, Why would I get involved in something like that?
Her hair went pointy.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear.
Bear?
If there is an accomplice,
Oh, that
do they
bear.
also become blackened?
I thought you were talking about
So
person.
you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Well, we're only just finding that out now,
So
though.
in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
That's what I said. Thinking.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Why would you give me that information?
Did I say that out loud?
Oh, you didn't mean to?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Why didn't you mention that earlier?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
How did you not know who Sakura was?
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
What?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy
See, that's what I
videos.
wanted.
I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
I would have done the same thing. Sakura seems like this, like she has morals because she's like very, very stoic, and she genuinely says which like feels like honesty. I would definitely go to Sakura and be like, "Yo, can you like chill in my room? We can like grab snacks and chill
Which
out."
means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, that's why Sayaka was in my room. Why I thought it was so stupid that she had me leave. The whole point I thought was to keep her safe, but we were just both alone in rooms again.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
I would just sleep everyone together in the same room.
So, I don't think that's a
grab all the
problem.
mattresses, make a sleeper.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Ishimaru. Sakura's not a boy.
But I'm a girl.
Look at the skirt. Look at the uniform. Listen to the voice. Look at the eyelashes. She's very clearly feminine. She's just buff as fuck.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
You fucking should be.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Literally.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about Junko killed her? Because Junko died after Sayaka.
Sayaka.
Oh!
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Well, why would she... Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
But why would she do that?
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
But she was so scared. When would she have done that? Like, she didn't have it when she went to the room.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Apparently.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Ah, shit, yeah, that doesn't support the I'm innocent theory, does it?
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Then why would I ask them who was in the dining room? I completely gave myself away.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Because you see, If the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
We used the door in the bathroom
And
wrong.
until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Talking about the doorknob. That's why she was so smirky about it, because she knew it wasn't me.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
What?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I thought I did, but now I'm not sure. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. As things advance further in the trash trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and for triangle to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must have been a crucial point. If we can just figure that out, then something is... I don't know. I don't know. Doorknob? Please be doorknob. Hoi. I don't know. Hair. It was hair. Hair was missing. That one. Oh, R. There we go.
Now
I
I
didn't like that.
understand.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
You don't have
It
red
wouldn't
hair.
be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
No, to decide Leon was there. 'cause Leon
That
has
makes
red hair.
sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Stupid to hide the freaking hair, but not the body.
Yes, very true, very true.
Very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Because your hair is red.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
So can we get off of this
Then
horse?
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Please say
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
The doorknob.
I would like to hear these reasons.
The
Do you
doorknob.
remember anything remarkable about the
Yes.
bathroom at the scene?
Yes, the
Sayaka
doorknob.
was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
But
yeah,
the door doesn't
then they
open right.
ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And
But
how
not
did the
that
killer
way.
get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Obviously.
What do you
it was
mean?
broken.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I remember. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Oh, I have time limit. Yes.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
It means that
In
they
trying
didn't
to
know how to get in.
bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Boys' rooms don't have
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but what's the key point? Is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, which I'd like to hear. Why not? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there are essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots actually lie or contradiction. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, well, do I at least know what I'm close with, so I can keep an eye out for it? Bathroom door frame. Alright, so we're gonna have to bring up how it's locked. So it doesn't.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That is true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her.
Uh-huh.
And they got into the bathroom.
And they're gonna say it was locked, but it wasn't.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No! Locked it, locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
That's for the girls' room.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
That's what
Yes.
I thought.
Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're screwed now, buddy.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Because you know that I'm the lucky student, so you're giving me bad luck, right?
That's not lucky at all!
You did it specifically because I was lucky.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because the nameplates were switched, so they thought it was Sayaka's room.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The door things were switched, but why? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that they didn't know that the crime took place in your room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Leon's probably like sweating over
ultimately,
there.
we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Right.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Then you die.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
We all die.
Well, why don't we just vote right now?
Oh,
Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
So let's leave it up to
Does
fate.
no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
You're so chipper for this being a murder trial.
You
don't like her.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh my god.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit
No, we already
picked
thought
it
about
up.
that.
That's possible, right?
No, because we gave it to her while we were in the room, and she went and left. Unless she left it, she dropped it when
I
she
don't
went to get the
think
knife.
so. That seems way too convenient.
No, and it was in her room.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
I mean, lots of people who make locks say that, but whatever, moving
Fine.
on.
How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
Except for that she didn't want...
No, that
Yeah.
can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
This is a 3D world, Hifumi. Lower it down a bit.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... I'm gonna say switching rooms, because that's why we did it in the first place.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching it?
Yeah.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Oh my god. That would explain why it was switched. Was she... No. Oh my god, she was in Makoto's room.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
And then she switched the name, so Leon thought it was her room. And we'll go in. And then the reason that happened...
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
I'm thinking Sayaka was trying to set up Makoto. Something I want to talk to you about just says to 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Yep, that was Sayaka.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Me
When
too.
you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Sayaka was trying to... She wrote the note to Leon, and then Leon went to the room that had her name on it, went inside. She tried to kill him with the knife, and then he must have grabbed the sword and thought it was real. And then, I don't know about the ripped shirt, or... And that's why so she was trying to make it look like... And then Leon's body would have been in Makoto's room, and they would have been doing what they're doing with Sayaka, except for with Leon, and Sayaka probably would have accused Makoto and said that they didn't switch.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Leon.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Would you like to share with the class, Celeste?
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, I see. It's another bullet thing. Make my argument. Alright, the dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
True.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
That's what she
I
changed the
see.
nameplates.
So
that
if
it was like it was
someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, The nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the
all starting to come
nameplate on
together and I'm not
Makoto's
liking it.
room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yeah, she did
Then,
it.
If
Oh,
someone
she tried
did
to do
do
it.
what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
It was Sayaka.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
You're only asking questions. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the name...
You can also infer as much from her note.
Was her. Sorry, I didn't mean to press the button there. There's something I want to talk to us about. Just us two. 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates. Make sure you don't get the wrong one,
She
okay?
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Because she was going to kill Leon.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
She was pretty freaked out the day before she died. Like, even before she came to her room when she was freaking out about needing out of there after seeing her video.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Alright.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
No.
But we still don't know who it is,
Yes,
you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the
I'm
fight?
assuming Leon swung it like a baseball bat and
Oh
broke
yeah.
her wrist.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The glitter. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
And that's how it broke.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Please. What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Why not? Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll make damage on your influence gauge. You can press L1 to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release L1 to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down L1 and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes at this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Okay, I'll keep with this.
A
That way
sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Fuck! I fucked up! What, you think something I said is wrong?
Shoot.
No! Think one more time, there must have been a contradiction somewhere.
When the fighting broke out, The culprit grabbed and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
That's what I wanted to get the first time. Right.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Like the knife.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Sayaka was trying to kill
Which
him.
means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who
And that's why
attacked
Sayaka
first.
grabbed it.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend
No, 'cause
herself.
that's what hit her wrist.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
You need to stop asking questions and start giving some, like actual input.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hand, her wrist. The part of her body shows she never used the sword. If you want to use the sword, which part of your body would you have to use?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
They were clean.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because of the gold that was on her
Like
wrist?
I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I
The
don't
water gets
think
turned
so.
off at night.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Head over here.
No,
I don't like any of these
that's not
people
it at
anymore.
all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms
I got it!
at nighttime.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
How long has it been, Toko?
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Jeez.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, honey.
An insult, obviously.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Yep, Sayaka was trying to kill Leon.
And the one
and then
who
blame me.
attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
And that's why she wanted Makoto to figure it out on his own.
No, far from it.
Accepted otherwise.
It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
That's what I was
That is a
thinking.
possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yep.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
So the evidence would be in
And
his
by
room.
committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
But she would disagree.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy
But
shit!
in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Shut up, Makoto, it's what I've been thinking.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the
forgot you were
argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There's some. There's still the crystal ball and the burnt sleeve. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
Then you've spoken. Beyond the first thing you say, and you gave yourself away.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
It's Leon.
Written in her own blood. There must...
Well, before we get too far into that,
I twitched.
I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
It was on her finger. There's no question Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Turn them around.
What?
Hey, Chihiro.
127.
You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Someone go upside down.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh! Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yeah, that's what the scrapey in the middle is for.
You're right.
That's what made me
The
realize it was
connecting line
Leon.
is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Chihiro's been trying to help me, I guess.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Okay.
Even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
An N looks the same upside down as it does right side up. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you, Kyoko. Someone with a brain, huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn a message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Sure.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
Dying.
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The sleeve. But I don't know. Everything I tried to get rid of is that thing I found on the ground from the incinerator, right? The sleeve.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Actually,
you're right. That alone isn't enough.
There was also
but there are.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, to which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to figure out where it was.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh, he's a baseball player, and the crystal ball was like 30 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Why are you giving yourself up like that?
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Yeah, you waited too late to try to put fingers.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being on cleaning duty. It's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. It's gonna be the crystal ball, right? Shattered crystal ball. Oh yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong.
Great.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
A baseball player.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Otherwise, they would have picked up the glass
The
ball.
shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
Oh, he's starting to freak
But
out
the
now.
distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
That's what
The
Hitomi said.
pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
You're a baseball
Difficult,
player.
absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
I wouldn't have been as much of a challenge at all for the killer because he's a baseball
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
I'm sorry,
You
Leon.
still
It's not
won't admit
fair.
it?
She attacked you.
Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you
You're gonna
want,
die, honey.
Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have killed her. When she hid in the bathroom, you should have just left.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Might as well, just in case. Every case has one last element to bring to the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there is a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. If you take aim at the missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. So, the killer... What? She was hiding when they came in. And then... What? Oh, okay. This one then. Right? No? Oh, okay. And she attacked. Right? And then... No, okay, so that one will go here. What, did you take the other one too? No? Where did the one I just had go? I don't like this. Okay. And then you grab it and break her wrist. It's in there. And they stab her. No, wait. They'd have to get in first. Right? Okay, so take that away. And put that one there. And then when he gets in... Oh, wait, no. Where does this one go then? Because it should be when she's standing there in pain, right? Before she gets to the door. So, this one then. Then she gets to the door. But I still don't have this one. She attacked them first. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. First I have to attack the killer with a knife and then notice something in the room. Yeah, that was right, okay. use that object to deflect any... Okay, so that's this one. And then... After the killer counter Sayaka's attack with attack on, what did they do next? Take this one. Then... What do I do with this one? See, I feel like... Oh, no, because then she drops it after she hits her wrist. Where am I putting this then? Where is she dropping it? They do that, they hit her wrist, so she should drop it here then. But I feel like her interaction attack with an attack. They hit her wrist. And then I don't need that yet, or that, or that. I still need these two, but there's only one. He's got the sheath there, so maybe do this. But then... She had to have dropped her... Alright, so this one then. They forced the bathroom door open, only logical ways to remove that. What's this? Okay. So do I not need her dropping the knife? Because I feel like I should have her dropping the knife. Yeah. And then we put the written message. And then she got... the lint roller. And then... No. That one first. And then... That. And then... That.
The killer is you!
Oh, so I guess we didn't need her dropping the knife.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Yeah, the stabbing part wasn't necessary. He could have just told everyone, hey,
But
Sayaka
with
tried
what
to kill me
strength
last
she
night.
had
Like, please do
remaining,
something about her.
Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
It's not what Leon looks
But
like.
there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Sorry, Leon. She tried to kill you.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
I'm sorry.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I am. I have the evidence? Your first bullet time in the battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Well, what is this? Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We refer to this as bullet time battle, aka BTB by BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button with each of the tempo markers. They move across the screen and reach the center. Okay. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button and the tempo marker reaches the center. I'm confused. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get the tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot will appear. At that point, you can press triangle to shoot down a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Because they thought it was Sayaka's room and thought she had a sewing kit. They used something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I'm really freaked out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
What buttons am I pressing?
Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up!
I can't read those things and keep up with the tempo
Where's your
at the same
proof?
time, so I hope there's not a truthful
You
thing
kidding
there.
me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I don't know if I'm I don't know what I was supposed to do there. We've already come to the end of the debate, then class trial is officially adjourned, it's time to reveal who blackened. I'm confused. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto's not blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations on the end. On the other hand, everyone now must be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
What did I do wrong? Yes, I want to give another
refuse
shot,
to
you
give up
fucking
yet.
asshole. Don't start me from the beginning of the trial, though. No.
When the
That just
killer
confused me
removed
more.
the screws from...
I refuse to stupid!
Alright, so I have to shoot bullets as well. I don't remember what I'm looking
Where's your
for.
proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
There you go. Final strike.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Sorry, Leon. Break!
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
His own.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Yeah.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Honey, it's not gonna change the trial.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh. Pit?
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh. I'm sorry, buddy. Now you're gonna get executed. Oh, whatever. I didn't know how it worked. Nice!
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
I guess so.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
The right one.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Fairly confident it's Leon at this point. Who is found guilty? Monotakuma vote. Yeah. Leon's guilty. Time for the prize. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one who killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Oh, hold on a second. Leon. Did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
It's true.
Hey, come on!
But you didn't have to go in the bathroom and stab her, and you could have just gone back to your room and hid. You expect me to just accept my death? Everything has become clear. The decision was made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if that we came up with was really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that is true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
What?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, I try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you just say? I understand, really. I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to go back to your own room. And then came all the way back, broke in the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. That's what I figured. But you chose not to. Is it because you had unlocked the unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
What? If it weren't for you, this place would never have happened. This would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you!
Please don't do this.
Hey!
No more begging,
Come
no more
on
excuses.
now.
You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment
He
time!
is genuinely terrified.
No!
Oh, there's the 3D Monokuma. Oh, I don't like it. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Oh, okay. Time for the punishment. Oh. Oh, everyone's looking at him. He's scared. Oh, shit. Dragged by his neck. In use. Oh, that would be terrifying. Where is it taking him? Oh my god. No. Don't tell me. Oh. Fuck me. Are they gonna hit him with... Oh, that's like a machine gun. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. 1,000 blows? Oh, Leon. Oh my god. Shit, his whole body is going up and down. Oh my god, and because his arms are up like that, it's probably protecting all the vital organs, so it's probably taking even longer. Oh my god! Is he still alive? Like, how are you still alive? Oh, I don't think he's alive anymore. Oh my god. I can't believe everyone just stood there watching, like not a single person tried to help him. Even the teddy bear's like, holy shit! Well, fuck. Hi, Leon. Bye, Leon. What we saw, that was a true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society kind of type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting up an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use a common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a smile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. A mile on a scale. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Boo-hoo, you must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before.
Thrills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment that
kills!
everyone's waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left it there, overwhelmed with nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message, and I would have just been guilty, but because she wasn't the one who... Or he wasn't the one who was being framed, and she was actually murdered, she wanted to make sure Makoto didn't go down for what she was framing him for. Well, she may have just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know that I had wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, to survive. The end. Surviving students, 12. We've already lost 3. To be continued.